Naganand, who is the president of TiE, to come in and say a few words. Please, Naganand.
Thanks, Om. We have been hearing about the terminology of IoT for quite some time now, I would say 4 to 5 years. And some of the numbers that we hear are quite staggering. We're saying that there'll be 30 plus billion devices out in the market. And the number of bytes of data we are going to generate, I don't even know anymore, zeta, peta, whatever, 10 to the power something, and I'm losing track of zeros. But what we are seeing happening now since the past 5 years, where there have been a lot of talk, is actually solutions being deployed in IoT. I think if you look at any technology, there's always a phase, there's a lot of hype, and then the reality sets in and you kind of figure out what does it actually take to deploy solutions and address markets, address technology issues, address policy issues, and so on and so forth. And I think in IoT, we are entering a phase where we feel that there are some solutions that are relevant to the market. Technology issues have been resolved, and then hence you can take solutions to the market, and that's the phase we are seeing in. And if you look at some sectors like the industrial IoT or the healthcare IoT or the agri IoT, I think you're seeing a lot of traction that's coming in there. I'm very glad that TiE and IASA are working together to create this platform called IoT Next. That will address some of the fundamental issues that will come out when you're trying to deploy these kinds of solutions in the market, like whether it's a policy issue, whether it's a spectrum issue, it's a platform issue, security issue. So what we are trying to do is create this platform where we can reach out to various bodies that exist in the country and work with them to ensure that the deployment and the market and the technical impediments that one would face when you deploy these kinds of solutions into the market will be addressed. And we can hence accelerate the growth of the segment. But obviously there's a bias, I think, at least since I am from TiE, which is an entrepreneurial organization, the bias is more towards encourage startups. And as you see, the number of startups have gone up 67% from last year to this year, and that's the data that we have collected. There were about 280 startups last year, and this year we are looking at 460 plus startups in the IoT space. And we really want to encourage these startups to work with the larger companies because IESA is strongly represented by the industry, large MNCs and other people, and TiE is, its strength is in startups, and we are trying to see how to merge these two together to ensure that the industry as a whole goes in the right direction. And I think, as you can see, the first version of IoT Next was a success, but I think the number of people attending and the quality of the startups and the companies represented in IoT 2 is mind-boggling. We've seen a steady growth of the quality of the solutions, steady growth of the quality of the people, entrepreneurs that are participating in this. And hopefully, as we go forward, we'll see this industry blossom. And all of us who are here should contribute towards this effort and make sure that IoT is not just a buzzword, but it actually delivers solutions that are meaningful and that are relevant to the market, and people can actually benefit out of these solutions, and people and industry. Finally, I would like to thank 3 people who have been extremely vital to make this a success. Not only this particular conference, but IoT in general, IoT Next in general. Arvind, Venki, and Som, they have worked really, really hard in putting this together, and really I want to thank them because they've done an excellent job, and I think this is a platform that will There's a platform that will help take the IoT solutions in India to the next level. And I think over the next 2 days, as Som was saying, there are a lot of panel sessions, a lot of workshops, a lot of developer workshops, and a whole lot of startups that are displaying their solutions. And I'm hoping all of you have a very meaningful next 2 days and learn from it and get excited and go do something outside of what you're doing in the industry. Thanks a lot and welcome.
Naga, could I